welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sauter, writer for Last Word on Sports. I cover the Buffalo Bills and the NFL for Last Word on Sports. I also write for CFLNewsHub.com. I cover the Hamilton Tirecast at the CFL. And here on Football Scientific, we cover the NFL, the CFL, the UFL, the IFL, and the NAL. Tonight, we're just going to do a quick review episode of the Week 5 games from the NFL and give our AFC and NFC power rankings after Week 5. So it should be a pretty exciting night. Another short video similar to the Canadian Football League review and power rankings. A little longer than that because there's more games, obviously. So that's the plan. My guest host is Tyler Tiger. Tyler Tiger here, ready to go? And we're going to review the NFL games. And we're going to go over our power rankings. And it should be fire. Fire, fire, fire. Let's be... This cat is on fire. I said I'm a cat, meow, 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 meow. Okay, that's enough. All right, no karaoke, Tyler. All right, so here we go. Boom, Thursday night game last week, San Francisco 49ers at LA Rams. San Francisco came in all beat up. They started quarterback Mac Jones, who went 33 for 49, 342 yards, 2 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no fumbles. Running back Christian McCaffrey had 22 runs for 57 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Kendrick Bourne had 10 catches, 142 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Big day for Kendrick Bourne. They had 1 sack on defense. The LA Rams, who were heavily favored in this game, quarterback Matt Stafford went 30 for 47 for 389 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Pretty good game. Running back Kyron Williams had 14 runs, 65 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble. He did have 1 fumble on the goal line that would have won the game. Wide receiver Puka Nacua had 10 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown, and they had 2 sacks. So overall, pretty even game, pretty crazy game. San Francisco dominated at least early on. LA Rams came back, forced overtime, and what happens in that game? San Francisco wins 26-23 in overtime. They're 4-1 and in control of the NFC West. The Rams are 3-2. Okay. Then Sunday morning game, Minnesota Vikings still playing internationally, played in London against the Cleveland Browns. Carson Wentz started another game for Minnesota. He went 25 for 34 for 336 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Running back Jordan Mason, who's now injured, ran for 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown, 1 fumble. He's probably not injured badly, I don't think, but he got banged up a little bit. Wide receiver Justin Jefferson had 7 catches, 123 yards, 0 touchdowns, mainly on the outside of the defense. It is, out routes and comebacks and stuff. Cleveland Browns started for the first time ever. Quarterback Dylan Gabriel, the rookie Dylan Gabriel, he went 19 for 33, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Pretty good game for a rookie, making his debut. Running back Quinshon Judkins has been a real force for the Cleveland Browns. He had 23 carries for 110 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 fumbles. And then tight end David Njoku had 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. And big news today, the Cincinnati Bengals traded with the Cleveland Browns to obtain Joe Flacco. So he's not coming back, man. They're all in on Dylan Gabriel. Joe Flacco's done. He's now a Cincinnati Bengal. At least he doesn't have to drive very far. Boom. Dallas Cowboys traveled to the New York Jets. Jets are obviously struggling to get anything going. Cowboys coming off that tie against the Packers. Quarterback Dak Prescott went 18 for 29 for 237 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. It's a good game. Running back Javonte Williams had 16 carries for 135 yards, 1 touchdown. Tight end Jake Ferguson had 7 catches, 49 yards, and 2 touchdowns. New York Jets. Quarterback Justin Fields came out and went 32 for 46, 283 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean game by Justin Fields. Running back Breece Hall had 14 carries for 113 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson had 6 catches, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. And now to the defense, just couldn't get stops against Dallas. Dallas wins that game in New York, 37-22. They're now 2-2-1. The Jets are 0-5. Ouch. Okay, Denver Broncos travel to Philadelphia. Big game here, big game between an up-and-comer in the AFC and the Philadelphia Eagles, defending Super Bowl champions. For the Broncos, quarterback Bo Nix came out, threw for 291 passing yards. He went 29 for 39, 242 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Running back J.K. Dobbins had 20 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Wide receiver Cortland Sutton has 8 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. Boom. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts went 23 for 38, had 280 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no fumbles. Running back Saquon Barkley had 6 carries, 30 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. And I'm going to say this is all because of A.J. Brown complaining that they don't throw the ball enough. So they threw the ball a lot more in this game. They didn't run Saquon Barkley like they normally do. And guess what happened? Wide receiver Devontae Smith, 8 catches, 114 yards, 0 touchdowns. A.J. Brown's not even the leading receiver. And the Eagles lost. Boom. That's why they were running the ball all the time, man. They give up 6 sacks. Boom. That's why they've been running the ball all the time because they're not a great passing team, man. And Denver wins 21-17. A.J. Brown set up his own team. He set him up. Boom. Houston Texans and Baltimore Ravens. A battle of the bad right now. They're both 1-3 coming in this game. Quarterback C.J. Stroud went 23 for 27. Pretty good day. 249 yards. 4 touchdowns and an interception. Running back Nick Chubb had 11 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Xavier Hutchinson, he had 3 catches, 18 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not a good sign when that's your leading receiver, but oh well. It's a very efficient day by C.J. Stroud, honestly. Baltimore Ravens came out. Cooper Rush started again because Lamar Jackson was injured, hamstring. He's questionable for next week, so hopefully he comes back. They had 14 for 20 for Cooper Rush, 14 completions of 20 attempts, 179 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It did not go well for him. Running back Derrick Henry had 15 carries with 33 yards. That's 2 yards a carry out with Derrick Henry. That's sad. 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Zay Flowers had 5 catches, 72 yards, but it couldn't overcome the 3 interceptions. Texans went going away, 44-10. They're 2-3. Ravens are 1-4. Okay, that's one reason the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco because they know if they get a quarterback, they got a chance to win the division. New York Giants, or at least get second and make the playoffs. New York Giants, New Orleans Saints. Giants coming off their huge win against the LA Chargers with Jackson Dart making his debut last week. This week, Jackson Dart completed 26 out of 40 passes, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's a rough outing with the 2 interceptions. Pretty good until then. Running back Cam Scatterbo, 15 carries, 59 rushing yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble. That's a bad day for him. Not so much the yards, but the fumble is bad and no touchdowns. Wide receiver Theo Johnson had 6 catches, 31 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not a great day. For New Orleans, quarterback Spencer Rattler went 20 for 30, 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Spencer Rattler probably isn't the best quarterback in the league, but he can win you a game by not losing you a game. And that's something that's more important than winning the game, honestly. It's not losing it. Running back Kendre Miller, another big day by him. Not really, 10 carries, 41 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. He had a bigger day than Alvin Kamara, though. Wide receiver Rashid Shaheed, 4 catches, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Pretty good day by Rashid Shaheed. And the Saints pull off the win in New Orleans, 26-14, as I predicted. Boom. Las Vegas Raiders traveled to Indianapolis Colts. Mark Sanchez was stabbed for jumping in some guy's truck. Right, he was decreasing the pub that Mark Sanchez was hanging out at. He got arrested. He's doing some dumb stuff, man. Okay, well, I guess he already got his payment because he got stabbed in the chest and then he got arrested. So, Las Vegas Raiders, Geno Smith, Indianapolis went 25 for 36, passing, 228 passing yards, and 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Everything looked good until the 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's real bad. Running back Ashton Jeanty, 14 runs, 67 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Just running some yards, but not scoring. Wide receiver Trey Tucker, 4 catches, 62 yards, 0 touchdowns. Okay. For the Colts, quarterback Daniel Jones having a great year so far, 20 for 29, 212 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. No interceptions, that's huge. Running back Jonathan Taylor, 17 carries, 66 yards, 3 touchdowns, no fumbles. I mean, that's the 3 touchdowns. That's huge as well. Wide receiver Tyler Warren, 4 catches, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Scored a touchdown. For a rookie, he's doing really well. Boom. Colts win that game 40-6. They beat the Raiders 40-6 in Indianapolis, and they are rising to the top of the AFC. Boom. Miami Dolphins traveled to the Carolina Panthers. 2 one-win teams. 1-3 versus 1-3. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa came out for the Dolphins. Went 27 for 36. 256 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pretty solid day. Running back Devon Achane had 10 carries for 16 yards. Ouch, 0 touchdowns. They had no running game, y'all. Wide receiver Jalen Waddle, 6 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. They also didn't have Tyreek Hill. He's done for the year. Quarterback Bryce Young for Panthers went 19 for 30, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, no fumbles. Running back Rico Dowdle from formerly Dallas had 23 carries for 206 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. That's huge. Rico Dowdle, 206 rushing yards. Wide receiver Xavier Legette, 2 catches, 31 yards. The difference in this game was Rico Dowdle winning the game for them. And the Panthers won this game 27-24. Miami led it most of the way. Carolina stole it in the end. Okay. Houston Texans at Baltimore Ravens. Already covered that. Boop. Okay, next. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Seattle Seahawks. Tampa Bay came in, ready to some of San Francisco beat up. They're missing some linemen and Berkey Irving, and then they're beat up overall. They traveled to Seattle, though. Baker Mayfield's been the heart and soul of that team, and spoiler alert, he was this time, too. Quarterback Baker Mayfield went 29 for 33, 379 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Running back Rashad Witt came in and had 14 carries for 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. The 2 touchdowns are huge. Wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, 7 catches, 163 yards, and a touchdown. That guy's elite. Okay, he's stepping up as a rookie. He's blowing things up. Seattle Seahawks came in. Sam Darnold went 28 for 39, 314 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ouch, 1 interception, 1 to none. That's a bad sign. Running back Kenneth Walker had 10 runs for 86 yards. That's 8.6 yards a carry. That's really good. Not as good as 163 receiving yards from Emeka Egbuka. Spoiler alert. Kenneth Walker, 86 rushing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba, 8 catches, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. It's a solid day. Lots of good things happened for both these teams, but Tampa Bay won in the end, 38-35. Really an upset in my mind because of the injuries they had. They're 4-1, and Seattle's 3-2. All right, Tennessee Titans at Arizona Cardinals. Tennessee came in at 0-4. Arizona came in at 2-2. Tennessee Titans quarterback Cam Ward went 21 for 39 for 265 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a great day. Running back Tony Pollard had 14 carries for 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. Not a great day. Wide receiver Calvin Ridley had 5 catches, 131 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's a great day. Great day by Calvin Ridley. They had 3 sacks also. Great job by the Tennessee Titans defense. Arizona Cardinals down their big-time running back. Their running back is out for the rest of the year, Trey Benson. Quarterback Kyler Murray came out and went 22 for 31. That's pretty efficient. 220 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, interceptions. That's going to hurt. Boom. We got running back Amari Dermacado had 3 runs for 81 yards. 3 runs for 81 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. They should have gave him the ball more. Wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr., 4 catches, 98 yards, 0 touchdowns. They had 2 sacks. Tennessee Titans steal this win, 22-21. Boom. Tennessee gets their first win of the season, and the Cardinals have lost 3 in a row now. They are crash landing. All right. Boom. Washington Commanders at LA Chargers. Everyone thought the Chargers were going to win this game because the Commanders were beat up. They did have Jaden Daniels come back, and that ended up being huge. Spoiler alert. Quarterback Jaden Daniels threw for 15 completions on 26 attempts, 231 rushing yards, 231 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a.k.a. Bill Krosky-Merritt, 14 carries, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble. That is a huge day by Bill Krosky-Merritt. Wide receiver Deebo Samuel really was huge in this game. 8 catches, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Okay, that's a pretty good day by the Commanders. They also had 5 quarterback sacks. Boom, that's a huge day for the Commanders. LA Chargers came in. Quarterback Justin Herbert went 22 for 29, 166 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Ouch. Running back Omarion Hampton ran the ball 12 times for 44 yards, 0 touchdowns. More importantly, he got injured. Likely done for the season, it sounds like. But I haven't done all that research yet. Been very busy with coaching football. Wide receiver Lab McConkey, 5 catches, 39 yards, 1 touchdown, nothing spectacular there. Next, Detroit Lions. Washington beat the LA Chargers 27-10. They're 3-2. Chargers are 3-2. But Commanders came back and got a win. That's a huge win for them. Boom. Detroit Lions play the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are struggling. I figured they would be a little better on offense with all the drama they had this year. Last week. So the Lions came out. Quarterback Jared Goff came out and went 19 for 23 for 258 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Running back David Montgomery had 18 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, no fumbles. Tight end Sam Laporta had 5 catches, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. They had 2 sacks. This was a solid day from Detroit. Everyone did their part. They all kind of contributed. They all did their part. Cincinnati Bengals, quarterback Jake Browning went 26 for 40, 251 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Ouch, 3 interceptions going to get you killed. Running back Chase Brown had 8 runs for 27 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. He couldn't make up for the 3 interceptions with 27 rushing yards. Wide receiver Jamar Chase, 6 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. They had 4 sacks. Detroit wins 37-24. And the Bengals traded today for Joe Flacco. I guess it's going to be their next starter, so we'll see how that goes with Joe Flacco. Coming from the Browns to the Bengals. Does not happen often. Okay. Sunday night football, huge disappointment. New England Patriots faced the Buffalo Bills. Patriots are 2-2. Buffalo is 4-0. Quarterback Drake May went 22 for 30, 273 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Running back Ramondre Stevenson had 7 runs for 14 yards, but 2 of those were touchdowns, so that's the difference there. He did have 1 fumble. Wide receiver Stephon Diggs had 10 catches, run 46 yards, 0 touchdown. Huge game for the former Buffalo Bill, coming back to Buffalo after getting traded to Houston. Buffalo Bills, quarterback Josh Allen went 22 for 31 for 253 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. That 1 interception is a killer when Drake May doesn't throw an interception. Running back James Cook, 15 carries, 49 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. The disappointing day by James Cook. I wrote an article about it. Patriots shut down that offense, and hopefully no one reads it, but if you do, check it out. I'm going to talk about how they can overcome that to beat the Falcons this week on Monday Night Football. Tight end Dalton Kincaid had 6 catches, 108 yards, 0 touchdowns. Wasn't enough. Patriots get the huge win, 23-20 in the cold front clash. And then finally, Monday Night Football, we had the Kansas City Chiefs, who came in at 2-2, facing the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are surging to the top of the AFC South. If it wasn't for Colts being awesome, they would probably be first place there, but the Colts are awesome right now. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs came in. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes went 29 for 41, 318 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Kareem Hunt, 7 runs, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. They also had Ian Pacheco, also had a big day. Tight end Travis Kelce had 7 catches for 61 yards, just checking it down to him. Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence went out and 18 for 25, 221 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That pretty much evened out with Patrick Mahomes. Running back Travis Etienne, 12 carries, 49 yards, 0 touchdowns. This was a very close game, and you could tell because everyone's at the same stats. Wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. had 4 catches, 80 yards, and no touchdowns. And who won? Jacksonville wins at home, 31-28. All right, so that's our action from Week 5 of the NFL. Here's our updated power rankings. First in the NFC at number 1, we have the Detroit Lions at 1-4. 4-1. 4-1, not 1-4. Detroit Lions are number 1 at 4-1. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are number 2 at 4-1. Philadelphia Eagles are number 3 at 4-1. Number 4, San Francisco 49ers are number 4 at 4-1. Number 5, Washington Commanders are number 5 at 3-2. Number 6, LA Rams are 6 at 3-2. 7, Seattle Seahawks are 7th at 3-2. Number 8, Minnesota Vikings are number 8 at 3-2 to get in a win against Cleveland and London. They're 3-2. Number 9, Green Bay Packers. They're 2-1-1. They didn't get a chance to bounce back. They had a bye week, so we'll see how they look next week. Number 10, Chicago Bears 2-2 on a bye week. They get a chance to build up success. We'll see how they look next week. I got them at number 10. Dallas Cowboys are 2-2-1. They beat the Jets. think the Bears would beat them if they played. That's why Dallas is behind the Bears. Number 12, Carolina Panthers are 2-3, and they're surging up. They're playing decent football at times. Number 13, Atlanta Falcons got crushed 0-30 by the Panthers. That's why they're at 13. I would think they're a better team than number 13, but they got crushed by the Panthers. I can't put that in front of the Panthers right now. Falcons are 2-2. Number 14, Arizona Cardinals are 2-3. They're plummeting to the bottom of the NFC. Number 15, New Orleans Saints got a win, finally got out of the basement. They're 1-4. Number 16, New York Giants lost to the Saints, so they're 1-4 and in last place in the NFC. In our AFC power rankings, number 1, we got the Indianapolis Colts. They climbed to the top at 4-1. Number 2, Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-1 at the top. They didn't play this week, but they're playing pretty good football. Number 3, Buffalo Bills. A template was presented by New England of how to beat Buffalo. We'll see if other teams can build on that or Buffalo can fix their weaknesses. Number 4, Jacksonville Jaguars. I would put them in front of Buffalo. I think if they played, Buffalo would win. So I got Jacksonville at 4th. Number 5, New England Patriots. Obviously beat Buffalo, but they have struggled at times, so I can't put them over Buffalo right now, but they're at 3-2. Number 6, Denver Broncos are 3-2. They picked up a huge win against Philadelphia. That's a huge win for them. Number 7, LA Chargers are 3-2. And number 8, Kansas City Chiefs are 2-3. Number 9, Houston Texans have the best defense in the league, but not the best offense, although they picked it up this week against Baltimore. They won, and they're 2-3. And number 9 in the AFC. Number 10, Baltimore Ravens are 1-4. They're crashing. Cincinnati Bengals, we'll see if Joe Flacco can step in and save them, but they're crashing at 2-3. Number 11. Number 12, Las Vegas Raiders are 1-4. They started off with a win. They have a 3-game losing streak now. Number 13, Miami Dolphins just can't seem to get it going. They're 1-4, and number 13, they lost to the Panthers. They should have beat the Panthers, honestly. Number 14, Cleveland Browns 1-4. They lost to Minnesota. Number 15, Tennessee Titans 1-4. They finally got a win, but they're still at 15th. And then the New York Jets are 0-5. They got beat again. They're the last winless team in the league, I believe. So that's it. That was our NFL review for Week 5 and our AFC and NFC power rankings. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll come back with a new episode of Football Scientific tomorrow. Thank you. Make sure you check out Last Word on Sports and the Buffalo Bills site. Check out CFLNewsHub.com and Hamilton Tigercats site. Share this video, like the video, subscribe to the video. Let's get more subscribers. Let's blow this thing up. Football Scientific is done for now. The portal is now closed.